Hi guys, this is Smita Jaikar once again with you all. The topic I thought of today is, in fact, somebody asked me this question that we are very sensitive. We feel hurt very fast. So my question is, are you hypersensitive? Sensitive, all of us are, and we got to be a little sensitive towards certain things, certain people, yes. But are you hypersensitive? Does anything what somebody says bothers you a lot? Is what my question is. Because I had somebody whom I knew very well, this friend of mine. I used to be so scared to even talk to her because I never knew what I would say which would hurt her. It became very difficult. So finally, I had to sort of wean myself away from that relationship. So if a person is too sensitive to what anybody says, that you can't even take a joke. So if somebody says something very lightly and in a joke, you got to accept it. It's okay. You can't be so sensitive about little things because people are going to be very scared to talk to you. So that is what I mean. Are you hypersensitive? Now, when you are hypersensitive, the person who gets hurt is only you. The other person may not even realize that this is what you have said, which has made the other person feel so sad and hurt and things like that. So, people who are hypersensitive is something which is lacking inside them again, something they cannot accept about themselves. Like you should be able to accept a joke cracked on you, and you have to understand that it's a joke. When somebody is rude, somebody is sarcastic, you know the difference. You know it from the way the person speaks. But just casually, somebody remarks something and you are going to get affected by it, that it is all meant for me. Somebody saying something, oh, she meant it for me, she meant it for me, she meant it for me, or he meant it for me. No, everything is not you. That's what we have to realize. So by being hypersensitive, you are just hurting yourself, not the other person. Now, when people are so sensitive, they have to realize that if that person is saying something, there is something which is inside you which needs to be corrected. Every time, guys, I always make a point to tell you that it is only about your life, not about somebody else, not what somebody says, not what somebody talks. It is the whole life is a reflection of what is happening inside of you. So, if you are going to be sensitive about small things, it is something that you got to do about yourself, your inner self. So, life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be laughed and joked and had fun with. I'm not saying every time this happens because sometimes there are certain moments where you feel low. Yes, I understand that. But by and large, life is meant to be enjoyed. And that is exactly what we don't do. We are just worried, oh, this person said this to me, इसने ये बोला, उसने वो बोला, मुझे ये बहुत बुरा feel हुआ. Please don't get into all that rut. It is something which is really disturbing, and that person would not even know that he has said something which is going to be so hurtful. So you got to decide what you want to accept and not accept. And if somebody has said something to you, has made a remark on you, which means you have not accepted that particular thing about yourself. You're fighting with that particular thing about yourself. Like very commonly, I would say, take an example of women and their weight, which is a very sensitive topic. Okay, so if somebody tells you that you put on weight, or why have you become so fat, or what is the matter, and you feel hurt, oh, she said I'm fat, and she said I'm looking very fat. It is because you need to correct yourself. You know that every person knows where he is wrong, and when somebody points it out to you, you don't like it, which means the problem is with you, not with the other. So if the problem is with you, you got to deal with it. Nobody else is going to deal with these problems. It is only you who's got to deal with it if you are feeling bad about it. So guys, again, I keep on insisting this. I'm sorry to keep on saying this and hammering it so much in your head that you have to start with your inner world journey. Your inner world is something which you have neglected, avoided, put it under the carpet, and that's why it is sort of grown and become bigger and wider and more hurtful. So the minute you start with your inner journey, start balancing yourself from inside. Your inner self and your outer self is just absolutely out of balance, completely out of balance. Is why you're feeling the way you are. Okay, So you need to correct your inner world. You start whatever way you want. I have given many tools in my class, chakra class. I give plenty of tools to deal with situations and to deal with life. You cannot change the other. You try to change yourself. So if you're interested in doing the chakra class, it's not only just about chakras. It is so many more tools which I tell in the class, how you can heal yourself and heal others. In the first level itself, there are so many tools that will be given to you. Chakra class coming up very soon in Pune on the 27th and 28th of July. If you're interested, do get in touch with me, or you can call up Varsha on 93218 48999. You can come to me. I'm glad, very, very happy to help you. If not, you can go anywhere else, but you got to deal with this issue yourself. Nobody is going to do that for you, and nobody is going to change for you. The change is only within you. The earlier you understand it, the earlier you know about it, the better it is for you. So that you lead whatever years of your life are remaining, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of your life that are remaining, please be in a happy frame of mind, not in that mind-boggling and suffering kind of a state. No, you don't want to constantly keep on and on and on mulling over this one said this and that one said this and that one feels this. Please, you see what you feel and what happens to you. Okay, so it's all about you. Okay, thank you so much for listening to me. If you like my video, do share it. And I'm on all social media platforms. Do subscribe for my videos also on YouTube. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a nice day and be happy. Yeah. Okay. Bye.